Hey y'all, just wanted to stop in and visit with you a little while today and do a review on a blend that I got in over the weekend in my Father's Day shipment from pipesandcigars.com. So sit back and relax and fire up a pipe and with your favorite blend in it and sit back and relax and let's visit a little while. I am going to be doing a review and smoking some Cornell and Deal Old Joe Krantz. Got 4 ounces of it in, and I'm going to be smoking it in my Hardcastle Bulldog. And let's get this thing fired up here, and we'll get the wheels rolling on this little review. May have overpacked it. That initial char light, if you will. I like to form just a light cookie casing across the top and then come back. But I did pack this one a little bit fuller than I normally do. And I've been here lately taking Guy Witherspoon's advice, which is great advice. I know I talk about Guy a lot on here, but Guy's been smoking pipes 40 years and he's got a lot of great advice to share with us in the club and the community. His advice was to smoke a half a bowl, and it does do better. And I've taken that advice, and I would certainly would pass that on. It is good advice. Just makes the smoke better from all different angles. I'm using this little tamper that Nathan Campbell sent me, a little bullet tamper. He sent out several of those. A lot of y'all have been the recipients of these good little tampers. I've got this one and a little green one with a chain on it. You can put on a key ring or whatever. But get this tamp down and get a final light after our initial char. I had a guy tell me the other day, he's a cigarette smoker, and of course I am too, and like I've told y'all before, I've nearly quit thanks to getting back on the pipe a couple of years ago. I'm probably smoke less than a half a pack a day now, probably 5, 6, 7 cigarettes a day, and it's my goal by the end of the year just to put them down, but it is a tough one to put down. I guarantee you I've smoked since I was about 15 years old. But he told me, he said, I don't understand he said, all that relighting and, he said, it just seems like a lot of trouble, packing and tamping and relighting. And I said, well, it's part of the ritual, the overall ritual that makes it so relaxing, just part of the ritual. And, there are some blends you don't have to light very many times. That Dansk, the HCA that Lane Limited that Alfred sent are two that you don't have to relight very much. The plum cake was one that you seldom have to relight. Wall Street from MA's. But anyway, it's just all part of the pipe smoking ritual, and I find it relaxing to have to relight once in a while. But I did overpack this one, so I may have to relight a little more than I should. On with the review. Enough rambling. This Old Joe Krantz, I seen, been kind of eyeing it a little bit here lately, and I seen a year or so ago. Well, it seemed like I've seen him more than once smoke it. Matches, John. Matches 860 smokes Old Joe Krantz, along with Haunted Bookshop and some others. And of course, Haunted Bookshop being an English blend, I'm going to try it one day, but I want to try the Old Joe Krantz first. I'm big on Burley and Virginias, and this one has both. It's a Cuban ribbon cut, and the cube cut being dark burleys, and the ribbon cut being red ripe Virginias. And to top it off, it's got a condiment. It's seasoned with just a splash of Perique, Louisiana Perique, which is grown just out of New Orleans and St. James Parish. It's just a little part of the world that 99% of the Perique comes from. Matter of fact, during one of the major hurricanes in the last 10 years, it caused it to be in short supply for a while. Great, great condiment. The tobaccos, and I like a little Perique in some things. I would compare this Old Joe Krantz to both Jackknife Plug or Ready Rub, or to Triple Play GLPs. Now the Jackknife is both are GLP blends, and one of these has Perique in it, and that is going to be Triple Play. Very similar. And this is a full-bodied, some people are going to disagree with me. Matches may very well even disagree with me because he smokes this a lot. But I find this to be a full-bodied, full-flavor smoke. And it's not for the faint of heart. I will guarantee you that. It is a good smoke, and I like it. But, excuse me, stout. But it's got a very, very high vitamin N content, nicotine. You're going to get that nicotine rush out of this. And if that's what you're looking for, then I like me some nicotine and I like me some caffeine. So I like community coffee and I like high nicotine. You'll find it. You'll find it in this Old Joe Krantz. Some people in some reviews have said that it is it's an all-day smoke. It's something I could smoke every day, but it's certainly not, in my opinion, an all-day smoke. A couple of bowls a day. I wouldn't have an issue smoking it a bowl a day, but I just don't see myself smoking it all day. It is certainly one I'll keep on hand, and once I go ahead and decant one, it's in the rotation at that point. This is certainly in the rotation. I did write down my grades on it. It's got minor tongue bite, and some of that is due to the fact that I'm drinking Coca-Cola, and a lot of carbonated beverages will, in fact, give you some tongue bite. Outside of that, I think it would be very minimal. What you're going to get that nicotine hit, you're going to feel it in the mouth, and you're going to feel that rush now. And some may not, but I do. I feel that. And the pouch note, my mother-in-law, come to find out, loves pipe smoke. I didn't realize it until a few weeks ago. But she worked with a couple of guys one time that smoked pipes in an office years ago and just absolutely loved her. So I can use her as a good judge. And my wife, she loved she liked that, believe it or not, and she does not like Latakia at all, but she liked the plum cake right out of the tin. It's got a great tin note, like I said. She said, and as far as the Dansk, she said it was good, and the 1Q, she liked it, and the Old Joe Krantz, she said, it's pretty good. She said, it's okay. If it's bad, like Frog Morton on the Bayou, she don't want to smell that. She don't like it. Although it doesn't bother her to smoke, for you smoke it around it. Just like the British Woods that Alan sent me. She opened it up, and she said, God, I can't take that. It's just horrible. Well, the other night I was smoking it in our bedroom. I've got a chair in there that I sit and read at. And she came in and she said, what are you smoking? And I said, I'm smoking that British Woods, that that smelled so bad. She said, that smells pretty good. So it's got a good room note. But anyway, I'm off track and I'm rambling again. And that's me, the old rambler. So it was in my truck. She ran up to her mother's house the other day, and the pouch of it, the day after I got it, before I decanted it, was in the truck. And she let her mother smell a couple of blends, the Dansk, and that. She didn't like the Dansk, but she said, "Oh, I love that Old Joe Krantz." But anyway, that being said, I'm going to give the pouch note a 4. Now, my grading system is 1 to 5. 1 being throw it the heck away, and 5 being absolute best. And there are a few that I give a 5 to. For me to even buy it again, to smoke again, it's got to be a minimum of a 2.5. For me to keep it and decant it, 3, 3.5. I will decant some 3s, but a good solid 3 and 5, and I'll decant it. But and keep it in rotation. But so we got tongue bite is minor, so it's about a 3.5, 3.75. Pouch note, we're going to give a solid 4. Room note, we're going to give a solid 4, and that's based on my wife. It's hard for me to judge some room notes because I'm the smoker, but she said it was very tolerable and didn't smell bad at all. She liked it a lot better than the triple play and the jackknife, so we're going to give it a solid 4. Now, the one thing that I can be a good judge on, besides the pouch note and the tongue bite, is the flavor. And I like it. Although it's strong, got a high nicotine content, some people may not like that. I do. It just fits my palate. And it is strong. It's a full flavor. I like the flavor, though. Even though I said a while ago it's not an all-day smoke for me, that does not mean that it can't carry a high grade. And I'm going to give it a 4.5 on flavor. Now, as far as how it burns, the temperature, right now I'm smoking it in a pretty thick bowl, a pipe, big, thick, heavy pipe. So this really is not the pipe to give that review on, although I've smoked it in 2 or 3 pipes, and I've even smoked it in my little Aldo Volante Dublin and the little Dublin Ericsson that my son got me. Now, if you want to try one to give a good heat test to, try it in that one, because if it's got a tendency to burn hot, that one's going to tell on you. And I've smoked it in it, and it burnt a little hot in that one. So that one also will go to the other extreme, like a thick bowl will go to the opposite extreme. But in the little Aldo Volante and then another Bajon, it smokes fairly cool. So I'm going to give it a solid 4 in that. So that being said, this is certainly a keeper in my rotation, and I'm going to give it a good solid 4, which is a good grade, because it's hard to get a 5. It's hard for me to give one a 5. I've given some 4 5s, 4.5, but it's hard to get a 5, and there's only 1 or 2 that's gotten it, and but this one gets a solid 4, and that's a good grade. This is one you could relax with, and one you could take out on the lake with. You could drive down the road and smoke. A lot of people say a heavy Latakia base is a good nighttime smoke. I'd put this one as a good nighttime smoke to me, too. Well, that's my take on Old Joe Krantz. I like it. I'd recommend it. If you buy it from Pipes and Cigars, go ahead and get the 4 ounce. The 2 ounce, you're going to pay just as much for 2 as you do for 4. 4 is the magic number on it and Lane Limited. Be sure to remember that. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your friendship. As I always say, your friendship means more. But thank you for watching and your subscriptions, and we'll catch you later on down the road. God bless.